Getting all around my room, my world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the World of Juice channel, and welcome back to another episode of the St. Louis Blues Relocation franchise here on Madden 25. We are starting year number 4 of the Blues dynasty, and in the last season, we came away with a championship. That's right, the Super Bowl has returned to St. Louis since the first time in basically over 20 years when the greatest show on turf was playing football in St. Louis. So we have brought a championship back to this great city, but now we got to defend it. But the big thing about defending it is we are having a very different looking team. Off-season was pretty brutal. We lost a lot of very fun players that we've had since the beginning of the series. But that was one of the main things why we had those players in the team in the first place, because I knew they were going to have big contracts. I knew it was going to be a big struggle to bring them back, and it ends up being too big of a struggle because we didn't bring any of them back, except for Sam Laporta, who we franchise tagged. But it's a new era at running back. No longer do we have Isaiah Pacheco, the captain, one of the captains of the team. We now have Blake Corum as a starting running back. We'll see how that goes. He should be able to do similar things to Pacheco because he's superstar development, so that helps. The team is okay. I don't know if we're as good as we obviously aren't as good as we were last year. I don't know if we're going to simulate as good as we did last year, even though we're not as good. You never know with the playbooks and everything. We still have Trevor Lawrence. The offensive line's okay. The receivers are fine. The defense is okay. I mean, like, we're still a solid team. I just don't know if we're going to be a championship team this year. But hopefully, we are getting to the point where we can actually re-sign players because we've entered positive cap room. I don't know if that's going to be the case. We could still be having negative money. We'll have to wait and find out till we get deeper into this first season. But this first season is always going to be split up into, or this season is going to be split up into 2 parts, just like every other season has been so far. We'll do weeks 1 through 10 in today's episode, and then in the next episode we'll do 11 through 18, and then obviously hopefully playoffs, then off season, then yada yada yada. We do, so you know how it goes. It's the same format it's always been. So let's get into the video, see how this team looks, get the draft class loaded in, and start simulating. So if you're going to enjoy, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Let's get it started. Year 4 is here, and this is what the team looks like. If we go all the way over here to adjust lineups, this is what the team looks like. The offensive line is okay. It's fine. We have a rookie at center. We have a rookie at left guard. We have a second-year guy at right guard, I think. Or maybe he's a third-year guy. I'm not sure. But we still have great weapons at wide receiver with Amon-Ra St. Brown, Brian Thomas Jr., and LaMichael Dotson. We have Blake Corum at running back now. Obviously, we still have Trevor Lawrence. We brought back Laporta with the franchise tag. So the offense in general stays pretty similar. And then on defense, we have Dallas Turner, we have Roquan Smith, Sanborn, Chop Robinson. Hopefully Chop Robinson can actually become a much more useful player than he has been. He's been okay, but he needs to develop a little bit more, which is why I think I have him on. Yeah, I have him on rush right end, so that'll hopefully help. And I have Tyree Wilson there as well. We need those guys to turn into something, and I think Chop Robinson will. So the offense and the team in general still looks pretty good. I just don't know how we're going to simulate. I hope we simulate pretty well. Let's get that draft class loaded in here. Obviously, it's going to be auto-generated like it has been the rest of the time. And it looks like there's a D tackle at the top of the class. Very interesting. We could use one maybe because Chris Jones, who knows how long his contract's going to be. There's a quarterback from Ohio State. That makes me happy. There's a pass rusher, Andrew Sanders. That could be an interesting pick. And there's also Eric Wofford. Or Wofford. A bunch of quarterbacks as well. Left tackle, left outside linebacker. Very defensive draft. It's basically the only offensive positions are quarterback and tackle are basically the only ones at the top of the draft. So this is going to be a very interesting one. What is our scouts looking like? So interior offensive line, defensive end. I mean, we still need those things. We're still not fully, I mean, maybe interior because we have Grant, we have Lofton now at our guard positions. So the guards aren't necessarily needed, but the center still could be useful. And we still need defensive end. I think I'm going to, no, I'm going to change the scouts. I'm going to change the scout. We're going to fire our 3-star. Carlos Anderson's going to have to find a new job. And then we are going to, if I could find like a, yes, D-end and outside linebacker, that's probably the one that I want to hire. So we will hire Calvin Heath as our new scout, national scout. Hire you for that. And hopefully that'll be a little bit better. Now, I know outside linebacker is not a strength of the class, but I do think that outside linebacker is going to be needed a little bit depending on what happens with some contracts. So with all that being done, it is time to start simulating here. Week 1 against the Indianapolis Colts on Thursday night. We'd start our defense of our Super Bowl championship, and we start with a win, 31-28. Not pretty, but we get it done. At this point, with the lack of with the loss of all these players that we've had over the couple of years, I don't know if we need style points. We just need wins. And now we take on the Chiefs. This is going to be a tough matchup. We go from Thursday night to Sunday night. That's kind of crazy scheduling to start the season, and we lose 34-10 to the Chiefs. Yeah, Chiefs are still good. The Chiefs are still good, but Tom Aiken, the center, gets an upgrade point. That's going to be pretty crucial. We're going to have to keep an eye on him to see how he is developing. Tampa Bay is 1-1 on the season. So are we. And we will get a loss. Okay. Things are on the verge of spiraling out of control here. We don't want them to go too crazy. We take on the Falcons, who are also 1-2. We've got negotiations to take care of. And now we have finally reached positive cap space. Thank God. Thank God we have finally reached positive cap space. It's taken us all this time. And there are some big names in here that we want to bring back. So, thank God we've reached positive cap space. Now, it's not a ton of positive cap space, but at least we have a chance to re-sign some players that we absolutely want. Like Will Anderson. We definitely want him back. Probably Sam Laporta as well. Probably Roquan Smith. Maybe we trade Roquan Smith. I don't know. I don't know for sure. And I think I forgot, actually, to name a new captain now that we left Pacheco. Because we have Trevor Lawrence as a captain. We have Amon-Ra St. Brown. Yeah, I think I forgot. So we might as well give it to Sam Laporta for a season. We'll set him as the third offensive captain. And then on defense, we should still have Dallas Turner, Chris Jones, and Roquan Smith. So we don't have to worry about defensive captains. But now we've added Laporta with the captaincy on his chest. And I think this is going to be the first game that we jump into. We need to win this game. We're 1-2. We are on the verge of spiraling out of control here in Season 4. Or I know it's very early in the season, but if we lose too many games in a row early, then it's going to be hard to recover. So we got to win this game. It's on the road in Atlanta. It looks like Tyreek Hill is in Atlanta now. He must have signed here a couple years ago when he said he was done in free agency. Or maybe that was last year. I don't remember. It's been a while. Staying. So we should win this game. We're a higher overall. We're a better team on paper. We just got to get it done on the field. Okay, so here we are, and I saw in the little warm-up thing as we were loading into the game that Michael Penix is starting here, and he's probably been starting for a little bit because obviously we're 4 years into this series now, so Kirk Cousins is either super, super bad or long gone retired. So I'm not shocked to see him starting, but it's just nice to see. It's nice to see Michael Penix starting. And Blake Corum will not get the first down, 3rd and 1, 6 carries, 22 yards. But to be fair, Pacheco probably don't get it either. I'm putting a lot of faith in Blake Corum. 3rd and 1, and that hurts me to say since he's a Michigan guy, but he's on my team now, so those allegiances probably have to go away. Same thing with Tom Brady. He's my favorite player of all time in terms of just overall player. Other than him, it's probably Randy Moss. But I have to put those allegiances aside to root for Blake Corum because he's on my pro team. Let's see what happens here. I'm going to go Laporta underneath, and he will drop the pass. It wouldn't have really been that impactful anyway if he caught it, so not that big of a deal that he dropped it. But Laporta has had some drop issues throughout this series. So making him a captain is a big deal. I think Laporta's going to be open in the corner. Sam Laporta, end zone, touchdown, Blues. Good ball from Trevor Lawrence and a good catch from Laporta. We needed that. He's a captain, and he makes a big captain-style play. Defense needs help. We'll let the CPU handle all that stuff. 7-7 into the second half now. We take control. It's 3rd and 1. Is Blake Corum going to get the ball? Of course he is, but is he going to get the first down? I don't know. The handoff, and he will get it. He'll slip through, get a little skinny. 12 carries, 45 yards. Good job, Blake. We drive down. We get another 3rd and inches situation. And we'll hand it off to him again, because why not? But this time I'm going to swap it to the opposite side. It's a little bit more risky, But I think we have a chance to get it, and we do. And we have a chance to get a little bit more. Blake Corum to the 2. Oh, no, the 1. I thought he went down a little early. To the 1 yard line for Blake Corum. And we might even give him a chance to punch this in. I really want Blake Corum to develop, and he's having a good game against the Falcons. And he is in, just barely, but he is in. He got that ball across, and that's all that matters. Oh, is he pumping like a wood chipper or something? What's he doing? Or like a chainsaw? I don't know what he's doing. 14-7. Can we hold on? Yes, we can. 21-7, 21-14. End of the game. Hold on for the victory. Let's do this. They're going to call their timeouts, but it's a 1-score lead. We need this win as the defending champs. Corum's able to get away from the defender in the backfield, and Blake Corum down the sideline stays in bounds. Look at Blake Corum go. 19 carries, 150 yards, and a touchdown. Exactly the type of game I wanted to have him have. Or I wanted to see him have, I guess. Corum, athleticism, breaks a tackle. Blake Corum down the field. He gets away from everybody. Blake Corum's going to go to the house. Oh, I love him. I absolutely am in love with this running back, Blake Corum. Wow. I mean, Pacheco wasn't doing that type of stuff. The elusiveness of Blake Corum's out of control. And we have the ball again. The Falcons turn it over. Michael Penix or somebody. Either interception or fumble or something. We get the ball back, and Corum gets it again. And that is their second timeout. 203 yards for Blake Corum today is absolutely insane. We could be very well seeing a breakout scenario for next week. I mean, how could you not? Over 20 carries, 200 yards, and what did I say, 3 touchdowns? I don't even know what that said, but something. Corum's going to get another one. Cut inside. Blake Corum fall forward. 213 yards from the 2. Yeah, it says 3 touchdowns. He could have a 4th one today if we can pound it in here from the 2. No, we're not going to kneel it. You kidding me? We're going to try to get Blake Corum a 4th touchdown. He's going to have a all-time day. Trevor Lawrence, snap, handoff, wide open lane. It's number 4 for Blake Corum. 200 yards and 4 touchdowns for Blake Corum today is absolute insanity, and we will win this ball game very easily. It was a little bit sketchy there in the beginning, but we really came back. The defense stepped up huge. We beat Michael Penix and the Falcons. Even his extended Penix could not handle our offense. Big day for Blake Corum. I could very easily see a X-Factor breakout chance for Corum when we simulate to next week. There's a very good possibility. Harrison gets an upgrade point. That's always useful. That is always useful. And let's see what happens here. Big win against the Falcons. Needed that one. Absolutely needed that one. And no breakout scenario. Wow, that's a little bit cheap right there. I thought for sure we'd see at least 1 for Corum. But I guess not. I mean, over 200 yards and 4 touchdowns isn't going to get you a breakout scenario? What else you got to do? We beat the Titans, which is a big game. Now we take on the Patriots in Week 6. Can we beat the Patriots as well? I hope so. Got to get back in the win streak. No, we lose to the Patriots 27-17. That's a tough loss. We needed to win that game. Trevor Lawrence gets an upgrade point. A lot of people get upgrade points. Good to see. Good to see. So currently we stand as a 3-3 team, the 10 seed in the division. Luckily for us, the division is still super early. The season's super early, so it's nobody's out of it yet, except for the Browns probably and the Raiders. They're probably out of it. But it's still super early. We got a couple press conferences. We might need to jump in against this Texans team. They're top of the division. I'm going to re-sign Will Anderson right now. I just want to get that out of the way. So we're going to give him a 6-year deal. We're going to pay him a ton of money. I know we got to be careful because we got to sign a couple other people too, but we need to get Will Anderson back, and he's going to come back. So that leaves us with $27 million to work with. We're probably going to trade Roquan Smith and Denzel Ward. How do we get everybody back? That's the problem. Oh, it's going to be tough. We're definitely going to have to use our franchise tag. We're probably not going to be able to go into free agency this year because we have to use all this money to re-sign everybody. How many people have penalties if I trade them? Does Roquan have a big penalty if I trade him? It's a $17 million penalty. Denzel Ward has a $6 million penalty if I trade him. That's kind of annoying. All the guys that don't have penalties are guys on rookie deals. Oh, that's a little tough. It's a little bit tough. Roquan's got a decent penalty if I trade him. but we'd be able to get a good amount of return for him. We just have to probably eat that penalty. Same thing with Denzel Ward. We might do it before the offseason so that it doesn't take account into our offseason salary cap. So we'll figure that out probably in the next episode. Okay, so we're probably going to jump into this game against the Texans, try to help us get the win. It's at home. It's a division matchup against a team that leads, and this is where Isaiah Pacheco went. I didn't even realize that. Isaiah Pacheco, I forgot about that. He goes to the Houston Texans, so this is his revenge game, at least number one of his revenge game. This is going to be pretty tricky. Isaiah Pacheco versus Blake Corum. Who's going to win? We start with the football here. 3:59 to go in the first quarter. I'd love for Blake Corum to get some good yardage here. He needs to have, if he could have anywhere near the game that he had against the whatchamacallits, whoever the first team that we jumped into against, I'm already blanking on who it was. If he could have a game against them anywhere near that, then I would be happy. Laporta, big time catch, stays in bounds, walks the tightrope a little bit. Gets a nice gain from the 39. This defense is scary. They got a lot of superstars. They got an X factor. They got a lot of good players on this team. It's going to be a hold. Look at the lane that we had. We had so much room on that right side, and it's a hold coming back. Oh, who's it on? Who's it on? It's on Sam Laporta, the captain, the tight end, with a very unfortunate holding call. It's 1st and 19. Everybody got bumped, but LaMichael Dotson still almost caught it. I hate the bumping in both College Football 25 and in Madden 25. It's very annoying. Learn how to run your routes. I got to go to Corum because I had to get that ball away. He drops it as well. Al-Shair is the one to force the breakup. Annoying. 3rd and 19. Man, that holding really killed this drive, didn't it? Can I get that over the top? I might be able to. Brian Thomas Jr., he caught it, but his feet are out. Oh, Brian Thomas Jr., so close to an unbelievable play. Maybe I should have pulled that ball a little bit closer inside so he'd have a better opportunity at it. But he brings it in. He gets a foot down, but it's not college football anymore, big dog. You got to get 2 feet down. Oh, that would have been a phenomenal catch if he would have been able to make it. Wow. That was close. Real close. But that holding call, man, that holding call killed the drive. We'll hopefully have a better drive a little bit later. Texans lead 7-0. They lead 10-0. I could really use something here. 18 seconds. And the clock ran out. Yep, that's exactly what I expected to happen. Okay, so we go into the halftime locker room 10-0. This is not going our way, is it? We need some good simulation. There we go. We're getting into simulation. There we go. 7-10, and we got the ball quickly. That's what I'm talking about. That's the good simulation I was looking for. 3rd and 6, but I'm running to a side with 2 superstars and an X factor on that side, so I got to cut it to the other side. Blake Corum with the change directions out of control. 1st down. 8 carries, 44 yards for Blake. That's not too bad. He's doing pretty good. It's another 3rd down opportunity. 3rd and 10 this time. Gee, he's making it difficult for me. Minute to go. Trevor Lawrence with the snap. Fires it to Laporta. He turns up the field. He gets the 1st down. Sam Laporta, the captain. Good job. They're going to give us a red zone opportunity. We're going to go with a mesh spot because that could get Brian Thomas or Laporta open. 3rd quarter is about to end. We're going to go to Brian Thomas Jr. He turns up the field. He gets inches. Oh, what a tackle. What a tackle to give him inches on that. But Blake Corum should be able to handle this. The snap, the handoff. Corum squeezes. Touchdown, Blake Corum. And the Blues take the lead. That's big. That's real big. We get the ball back again in a 3rd down situation. I don't know if I like play action from this part of the field, but I might have to do it. Let's try it. Play action. Corum wide open middle. Just sit down on it. Oh, I tried. I pressed secure catch, but he just turned around and went up the field. So he got a couple extra yards. That's cool. We need to score another touchdown here. That'd be really awesome. Snap, handoff to Corum. He's going to squeeze, but he can't get more than 3. Looked like there was going to be more open lane than actually ended up being. All right, we're getting close to the 2-minute warning. Does Amon-Ra just win? He does. Amon-Ra St. Brown, end zone, touchdown, Blues. Amon-Ra St. Brown, baby. I was wondering if he was going to win that. He didn't have anybody over the top of him. That linebacker came in a little bit too late, and St. Brown gets the touchdown. Good ball from Lawrence. But the Texans are driving, and they get a touchdown and a 2-point. And they're going to go for the onside kick. 31 seconds. This will end the game if they don't get it. Quentin Johnson, I know you drop a lot of passes. Oh, he's not going to go for it. It's going to be picked up by LaMichael Dotson. Just go down, LaMichael. Good job. And we should be able to survive 21 to 18. And we do. 21 to 18 victory over the Houston Texans. That's a big win because they are the top of the division here early in the season. So it's a massive, massive victory to get. Puts us at 4 wins. That's a big one. We needed that. Absolutely, absolutely needed that. And Trevor Lawrence played pretty well, so I'm happy about everything. Big win against the Texans. We're 4-3. They're 4-3. That was a much-needed victory, absolutely. We needed to win that one. Now we take on the Buffalo Bills. They're 3-3. I don't think we should jump into that one. I don't know if we jump into any of the last 2 because Week 10's a bye week, so I don't know if we jump into any more of those. We do have national focus. We're probably going to choose defensive end since that's a strength. And we could use that, but depending on if Tyree Wilson develops or not. So hopefully that is a good class. There's a good class of defensive ends. How is Chop Robinson playing? Can we see defensive stats anywhere? Okay, so he's not leading like tackles or sacks or anything. Is he playing good, though? Chop, how you doing? Trevor Lawrence is doing okay, 11-4. Blake Corum's got 500 yards so far. How's Chop doing? Chop is, okay, 23 tackles, 4 tackles for loss, a sack and a half. That's not too bad. That's okay for Chop. It's his first year as the edge rusher, or the rush end, so he's getting a little bit better. Take some time. I'm going to simulate this game against the Bills. I don't think we need to jump into this, but we could. Maybe I made a mistake. Oh, we lose 31-21. Oh, that's tough. That's real tough, losing that game. We might need to jump in against the Ravens. They're 6-2. That might be a game that we have to jump into. I didn't think we needed to. I thought we could beat the Bills, but I guess we can't. Guess we can't beat the Bills. We are 4-4. Colts are 5-2. This division's very close. This is a close race. Same thing with the Dolphins in the AFC East. I mean, the AFC North is basically the Ravens and the Steelers at this point. Man, that's an annoying one to lose against the Bills. We're 4-4, 6-2. We'll jump into this final game of the episode here. Against the Ravens at home. We should hopefully win this game, but I mean, the Ravens are the Ravens. This is going to be pretty tough. Let's see if we can win. Ravens are driving down the field to start this game. That's not a good sign. They put up 7 very easily, but we put up 7. They put up 14. This is going to be a tough game to win. They are an unbelievable offense, even 4 years deep. I don't know if they still have Derrick Henry. I would assume not. Derrick Henry's probably super old at this point. But it doesn't matter because they still got a lot of good players on this team. 3rd and 5. Got to get this. Got to go to Amon-Ra. He's going to get it. He's going to run right into a tackle. 52 for the Ravens? What year is it? It's kind of scary. St. Brown with a big-time catch. Do I send LaMichael deep? That safety's playing super in. He probably goes and covers that. I got to throw it. Amon-Ra interception. He just never won. He could never win on that cover from the number 2 corner. That's annoying. I shouldn't have thrown it. Yeah, let's be honest. I shouldn't have thrown it. But, I mean, Amon-Ra should have won that. I don't know why he didn't. Big 3rd down, make the stop. I don't trust myself to. I thought it was an offensive possession. That's why I jumped in. All right, we're going to beat Chop Robinson here. Lamar Jackson is the name of the quarterback. Come on, Chop. Get through. No, he's getting crushed by the left tackle, but he got around it. Chop Robinson sack. Chop Robinson did it. Lamar ran right into him. That's huge. Chop Robinson with another sack. He's feed me more, baby. He wants more. They get the field goal out of it. So it's 17-14. We need a touchdown to win. Or a field goal to tie, I guess. Why is Blake Corum the far-out receiver? That's crazy. We're going to go underneath, get the first down. Laporta catches, holds on, first down. One interception for Trevor Lawrence is kind of annoying, but it is what it is. It's the one that I threw earlier in the game. Snap it, throw it quickly. St. Brown sets down, catches it. See if we can get another playoff. It's going to be risky. Go quickly, go quickly, go quickly, go quickly. Run, Brian Thomas Jr. Run faster than that. Oh, Amon-Ra's wide open. No! No, 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 no. Amon-Ra was booty cheek naked. Oh, my God. He was so wide open. He would have had a novel written by the time a Raven defender got to him. That's how wide open he was, and that's going to be an interception. No, it's not! It's caught by Amon-Ra St. Brown! Oh my God. The Sun God delivers on a legendary catch. He caught that over the top of a DB. That's an insane catch, and Blake Corum will score a touchdown. We lead against the Ravens. Amon-Ra St. Brown with the catch of the season. Wow. Can we? Oh my God, we got the ball back. Third down, take the lead, or take control. Ravens are using timeouts. I cannot believe Amon-Ra St. Brown held on to that catch. Basically just fell on top of a guy. We give it to Blake Corum out of the backfield. We should be able to kick a field goal here and not have to worry too much. Kick the field goal, 24-17. This one should be over, and it is. We steal a victory against the Baltimore Ravens to wrap up this first half of the season. What a drive, and what a catch by freaking Amon-Ra St. Brown on top of the safety's head. He basically mossed him. That was insanity. After being not allowed to throw that football to St. Brown in the previous play because he was so wide open, but I got hit on the throw, for him to come back and to what was definitely going to be an interception, 100% going to be an interception. He just jumps over top of him, Mario style, and intercepts that pass. Catches that pass is crazy. $27 million. Actually, we might not be able to trade anybody because you see right here it says negative $84 million in cap space. That might mean, yeah, we can't trade Roquan Smith or Denzel Ward now. Well, that's annoying. That puts a downer on next episode. We're not going to be able to trade Roquan Smith or Denzel Ward or anybody really. So we're only going to probably be able to bring back one other person plus a franchise tag. That's a little tough. I don't know what we're going to do about that. We have $27 million after bringing back Will Anderson Jr. Do we spend it on Sam Laporta? That's basically all of our money if we do. Or do we spend it on... I mean, we had to bring back Paris Johnson Jr., right? But that's even less money that we'd have left. Do we bring Christian Gonzalez? I'd love to bring Christian Gonzalez back. If we bring Christian Gonzalez back, at least we have a little bit more money to bring back somebody else, like probably Blake Corum. So maybe we prioritize some of these other guys instead of just paying everything to one player. I mean, there's so many players here that need money. Oh, my God. We're going to lose so many different depth pieces. Cooper DeJean's probably gone. Oh, this is frustrating. We might have to use the franchise tag on Laporta another season. Man, not having money is just brutal. Not having any money is brutal. It's going to be another frustrating offseason, that's for sure. But if it ends with if the regular season ends with a Super Bowl, I guess that's all that matters. So we will simulate Week 10, and we'll start next episode Week 11 through Week 18. We are 5-4 on the season. Not the start that I would have liked, but we are over 500, and we are competitive. Josh McDaniels. And we are competitive in the South. We are 5-4. Texans are 5-4. Colts are 6-3. The South is not out of the question. We have to have a good next episode, good second half of the year, and we can take the division, and then if we're in the division, if we win the division, we're in the playoffs, and if we're in the playoffs, we got a good shot at winning the Super Bowl. So anything can happen next episode. It's going to be wild. You don't want to miss it. Thank you for stopping by in this episode, though. If you enjoyed it, leave it a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.